Hi everyone, and welcome back to My Teacher's a Gleek.
Hey!
Meg's excited.
I just wanted to prove I was a Gleek. Hi!
We're now at the point where Meg has officially decided that she is a Gleek.
Yeah, I've owned the title.
That's awesome.
And I'm
it's
really
only
proud.
5 episodes in, too.
Yeah. I might deny the title and then reclaim it several times.
That's, I think, part of being a Gleek.
Oh, is it?
Is denying your
Denying
Gleekage every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But right now you are, and right now is actually a fantastic time to be a Gleek because we are on episode 5, The Rhodes Not Taken, which is just an incredible episode purely because it stars the one, the only Kristin Chenoweth.
I love Kristin Chenoweth. And I think I told you when we were watching it that I did see this one.
Yeah.
But since I didn't know anything about the show, it was purely because I was in love with Kristin Chenoweth and wanted to see it. So the only thing I had kept in my memory was maybe this time. So,
and that's honestly the standout performance of the entire fucking season.
And I had lied to you because I told you I never listened to Glee versions of songs.
Yeah.
But no, I had this version.
Yeah.
And I listened to this version, and I forgot that this was Glee. So
I think that's the kind of fun part about some of these Glee cast covers is at the end of the day, they are just Broadway performers singing a bunch of songs that are now just released on Spotify.
Right.
And you could just listen to whenever you want.
Right.
I didn't know I needed a cover of Last Name by Kristin Chenoweth. A country, I didn't know I needed that, but I did.
Yeah, you did, and
Somebody to Love's in this song, in this
Yes.
episode too. That is a great cover. We got some they're picking great songs, and Ryan Murphy is just gifting them to us at this point.
They are. He is.
But yeah, The Road's Not Taken, season 1, episode 5. How did you feel about this episode?
I mean, I absolutely adored this
Right.
one. This is thus far my favorite. I know.
Right. They're only getting
5.
right.
But it was my favorite. I loved the incorporation of current at the time. Well, she's still current, but
Oh my god, yeah.
But she was super hot, and because of Wicked. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they did a great job with that, and then I loved. She just dove in and gave it her all and was just this lovely, washed up wino.
I know.
And I was in love. All right, I'm trying to look at my notes to see if I even understand them. It starts out with Quinn throws up.
Yeah, well, this is at this point we've learned that Quinn's pregnant.
Right.
And
does she run out of the Glee?
Yeah, Rachel's quit the Glee Club to pursue cabaret. And I have right off the get-go that Quinn runs out, obviously, and he's like, we'll layer Santana and Tina on top of Quinn. It's why can't you just give them the solo?
Right.
Does it have to be Quinn? What's the point? Does it have to be a white person?
It has to be a white person.
It has to be 2 white people. Mm-hmm. Is that the point?
What was the song?
It was Don't Stop Believin'. It was just that they were just doing it again. It doesn't have to do with anything.
No.
And he chose, in the last episode, Maria was the part, but, and gave it to Rachel, too.
Right.
Natalie Wood was a Jew,
Neither of them shut up.
Yeah.
I already said it.
But that is the first thing off the bat. So we have another little strike on Will Schuster's part of should be canceled.
Right.
But alas, here we are. What do you have for her throwing up?
Quite literally, Quinn throws up. I don't know. Okay, Meg. I put elephant in the room. Sexuality?
Oh, Santana goes,
Oh, that's right.
Can we please address the elephant in the room? What, your sexuality?
Yeah.
Yeah, Santana. We love that woman.
Oh, God, that
so
was
funny.
So funny. That was so funny. God, it was good.
What else do we get in this episode?
That Rachel chick makes me want to light myself on fire, but she can sing.
That's how we felt about some people in my high school experience.
Well, I think that's also, you guys can drink now. I think that's also what people thought about me
Yeah.
in high school. They're like, God, I would love to light her on fire, but she's kind of fun to have around.
Oh,
in
nice.
moments, Like,
yeah, in moments. You have to.
Or like she can sing or she can do her thing, but God, doses. Like,
Jeez.
I need her in doses or we need to douse her with water.
Yeah.
God bless
But
it.
that's funny. That was a funny little moment.
I love that.
Okay, the next thing I have is there's a musical underscore that plays that you have to know that is so menacing. It gives me the chills. I just wrote iconic. And this is, I think, the first time we hear it. Okay, what do you have next?
Pregnant women can dance. Did she say, like, I can't dance because of the baby somewhere?
I don't know.
Oh, God. He was trying to be like, hey, this choreography's really rough for her.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you. Like, women can dance. When there's, like, you're supposed to be extremely active when you're pregnant.
Yeah. We're also going to cut back to this exact moment in about later in the season when Quinn is, 9 months pregnant and still in the Glee Club.
Why'd you tell me that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think she still could have gotten like a... Like,
No, they're not in that stage of the revolution of
So she has a baby.
Sorry, I just spoiled that completely for you.
Okay. Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe, Meg. Maybe.
I could just be lying. You never know. Anyway, sorry to spoil it for Meg and anyone who's not who's.
I mean, if anyone's listening to this, they have watched the show and they are just enjoying that Meg has no idea what's happening.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, no, I truly didn't know what was going to happen. So now I know she's going to have a baby.
Well, you don't know when.
Probably 9 months from when she conceived it.
Yeah, but when is that on the show?
Like when, Meg? When?
Tell me right now.
I don't know! You're
okay.
right.
Yeah, you don't actually really know. You don't know the name.
I have no idea. Because...
Okay, anyway.
Series timelines are wonky.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Okay, we'll leave it there. Sorry about that.
I also put, why don't you have morning sickness? When he asked his wife when they were having... She was like, oh, morning sickness is really good. It means your baby's not going to be a... She said a weird word.
Right. Yeah, something. She did say something kind of crazy.
Yeah. And he was like, why don't you have morning sickness if that's the case? And then how did she blow it off? Because it was pretty funny. Oh, she was like, oh, you should see me at work, or you should see me
And she calls that guy Howard Bamboo. The next thing I have is about Emma giving out April's file folder, file about... What do you have for your next one?
Failing students to keep them in Glee.
Okay, yeah, so yours is next. That's crazy.
Oh, when they were at the restaurant, he realized that that's something that
that
the other team or the other people were doing.
Right.
That's what happens in Texas for sports.
Right.
So it's funny that, they're bringing that particular
this
loophole.
this is a big deal.
Yeah, they're showing this loophole.
Yeah.
And then it gives him an idea. Right.
And this leads into mine. So he gets Emma is her name, to get April's file because she never graduated. Yeah. And my question is, because she says, I get fired for this. Would you get fired for...
No, he would actually have had access to it.
Yeah.
So I can reach into any past student file.
Yeah, 100 years.
Actually, lies.
Oh.
Breaking
news.
I think I can because I'm a service provider. I can look into all kinds of stuff. Teachers can't. They would have to ask the school counselor or an SLP or someone to be who'd be like, hey,
but you wouldn't lose your job, right? I mean,
I don't think I'd lose my job. I just don't think if I'm going to be looking up someone from whatever years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, it better be. I mean, I don't think they even keep they don't keep track.
Right.
I just have access. They might know how many times I view a file or something, but I doubt it.
Yeah. I was just wondering if that was like a big no-no. I was expecting you to either be like, yeah, that's a huge red flag. He would be fired. They both would die. Something crazy.
I think if it were someone who was a teacher in that same district, they'd be like, who'd you look that up for? I'd be like, oh, blah, blah. They'd be like, okay.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? I think that'd be
It's not a big
okay. It would be, now if I looked it up for someone who didn't work for the district, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in huge trouble.
Well, luckily for us and for him, Will Schuster works for the district.
Otherwise, we could get him fired right now.
Yeah. Calling the cops.
Yeah, quickly.
Okay, in that same scene, we get another line from Emma that's just gold. She had like an internet fling, and then she goes, and 2 months later, Versace was dead. And that is just so funny to me. Because she just is so... Like, how... I don't know. Give her an Emmy for that.
Say it again, because I don't remember.
She was like, this is a rabbit hole that you will regret going down. I once went down and met someone on Facebook that was a high school fling, and then 2 months later, Versace was dead. That's it.
Who's Versace?
Versace, like the designer?
Wait, that's what she was saying?
Yeah, like she's saying, like, in this weird scheme, like, she went down a rabbit hole in high school, and at the same time, it caused Versace to die. Like, she's like, you don't want to do that, like, things will happen.
Like butterfly effect.
Yes, but, like, Versace's dead. And, like, he was murdered.
I didn't catch that. That's really funny.
Yeah, so Emma's
I put down
consistently...
counselor interfering. I don't know what that...
I have no idea. Oh my god.
Oh, did she interfere anywhere where she shouldn't have?
Not quite yet in the episode. I mean, basically, April gets recruited, and she keeps trying to get in with the Glee Club.
Yeah.
The only time I can think of that she interferes is at the end, where she's like, it's really great what you're doing for these kids. And she storms out because April's hammered.
Right. Counselor interfering. Show her boobs. Show her boobs? I put show her boobs. Whose boobs?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh! Oh, did Rachel have a conversation with that was like doing an interview, right?
Yes.
Yes, was doing an interview and he was like, show me your boobs.
Yes.
And
he calls it the over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
My dad called it that.
The over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
I remember when I first was like going through, puberty and all that. I hate that word.
Yeah, it's a bad word.
It's the worst word. It doesn't even sound pretty. Like, call it something else, like going through your glow or something. We
gotta figure something out. But your dad called it that? He
was like, well, you're gonna have to start wearing an over-the-shoulder boulder holder. And I was like, like it was over.
It was over. It was a death sentence.
Because you think of like grandmas when you hear that particular.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, because I just think of like angry mountains.
Yeah, valid.
Not like
a good,
nice, supple situation.
Sad.
But let's see. Okay with nudity. How can he be there?
Sandy comes in and he's talking about how he's gonna write in his own role and stuff. I think. But and he's okay with nudity.
That's
on the high school level. She's like 16.
Yeah, and I said, okay with nudity, how can he be there? He has a restraining order.
Well, not a restraining order, is it a restraining order, I guess?
He said he did. He said he had a restraining order and that it was within 60, it was in a previous episode or
60
something.
feet of children, for sure.
He is. Yeah. He's there right now.
All right, then we finally, I think, meet Kristen Chenoweth, April Rhodes.
But why did I put Finn, you trash bag human?
Oh, Finn comes in and starts flirting with her. To try to get her back into Glee Club.
That's right. And I'm glad you know what it means when I'm like, Finn, you trash bag human.
Yeah, this is when Finn starts to be bad. Like, we start to see Finn being a bad dude.
Starts to be...
Well, I mean, they're all, and I mean this so literally, they all suck.
April Rhodes got us
Yep.
3 credits before graduating.
Yeah, that's like one class.
It is. Like, they made it so it's like,
Yeah.
she should have.
I actually had a nightmare recently that I needed one more credit of English to graduate, and I got held back.
Yeah.
Or I like needed to figure it out, and that actually happened to a student in my freshman year. The guy who played Gomez in Addams Family.
Yeah.
He needed one more credit to graduate, and they were like, you might not graduate unless you get. So he had to take an online English or something, and he had to get it done because he, I think, missed, or maybe like a math credit, like the math class he was going to take didn't like something weird happened, but he needed an extra credit. I
keep having dreams that it's chemistry.
Oh God.
That I need to take a chemistry that they call me and they're like, listen, we're going to take back your high school diploma.
We're going to take it back.
Yeah, like we need to figure this out. Like, you're going to lose your master's, you're going to lose your bachelor's, everything.
Is that what would happen? Because I don't think it would happen.
No, you can't go backwards like that. Be like, chemistry, 2002.
Yeah, sorry.
So we're going to have to take away all your accreditation.
Could you imagine? It's like a repo man comes and takes your diplomas off the wall.
Just lights them on fire.
Yeah, in front of you. Oh, that would suck.
But I dream that it's like, all of a sudden they're like, you can't continue in life until you finish chemistry. Which, by the way, I'd be like,
yeah,
in real life, I'd be like, this is really awkward, but I'll do chemistry. Like, but like in the dream, it's like,
I think in that, she goes back to William McKinley, and she's like answering the Spanish questions, and she's like, I guess I'll pour myself another martini, or whatever. Like, that's how I would be probably, too. Like, if I had to go back to, like, fucking freshman year Spanish or something stupid,
yeah.
I'd be like, I will be drunk.
I would, though, be like, since I have to complete chemistry, can I try out for the musical?
I'd like to be in cabaret.
Yeah, I'm totally.
I will be your
I'm
Sally
pulling in
Bowles.
April Rhodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would like to be in the musical. Actually, no, I would be like, finally cast the old lady.
Oh yeah,
as an old person.
We had at Oakland
person,
we did
like,
a little night music, and they had one of our guest professors be the grandma.
Yes, like Desiree.
Yeah,
like,
that's not her name. Her name Desiree's the.
Desiree's you mean
lead.
like
literally the grandma, like
liaisons or
yes,
yeah.
Yes, like in a wheelchair, pushed around, sitting professor.
That's hilarious.
She's still there.
I'm losing my mind. I'm loving it so much right now.
I know. Okay, the next thing I have about Kristen Chenoweth is the montage that they do. Because they do a whole montage about, Will says, I need you to bond with the group. They don't really like you. They think you're talented. She makes him cry with
I had a whole thing about him going to see her at that house that
okay,
wasn't hers.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it. I put, where she's like, did I sleep with you?
Yeah. He's like,
no.
I was a freshman when you were a senior.
She's like, so?
Yeah, like, did I sleep with you?
And then cracked open a fresh box of wine.
Yep.
And then we find out she's a squatter.
Yeah, which is a fantastic term for someone who breaks into bank-owned properties.
When she said, I had a set of mixed-race twins, and those were the good times.
Yeah, she's got some great lines in this episode.
Oh, yeah. And then he said something to her about her underwear, and I put, how does he know she's not?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how does he know that?
Right, he just knows. They fucked, actually. He cheats on his wife.
Or maybe he just knows from high school.
Yeah.
Because,
April Rhodes doesn't wear underwear.
You know that. Especially when you do costume changes in Glee Club. You would know.
Yoinks, you would.
Yoinks is right. Yoinkity yoink yoink.
Yoink. Okay, what else do you have about her being a squatter?
That's it. And then I just put something random as a speech language pathologist that it's very rare to stutter on a sh sound.
Oh, right.
So I'm sorry, actress who plays whatever.
Jenna Ushkowitz. She has a Tony.
Well,
actually, that might not be true.
Well, she didn't get her Tony for fake stuttering. She sucked. Because it is a fricative. For those of you who don't know, a fricative is a phoneme that is held out. And you don't typically stutter on a fricative because it's freaking held out. You stutter on plosives like W's and M's you stutter on, but you rarely stutter on like an S or an F or an SH. I mean, it can happen. You can say father, but it's going to be a prolongation, not a f. Does that make sense? Because it doesn't pop. It's not supposed to. So if you're going to stutter it, you're just going to prolong it. And so there you go. I'll go. A moment of speech language pathology. If I actually wanted to write a book called, I know this is so weird, called like acting through disfluencies to teach actors how to stutter realistically, how to blah, blah,
That's
blah,
actually
blah, blah.
really cool.
But then I thought, as Broadway's really pushing towards people with disabilities and things like being represented, then we need to make sure that we are welcoming and open and loving towards people who have a fluency disorder, such as stuttering, to go into acting, because their disfluencies will only represent reality. So
100%.
we should be encouraging people who have fluency disorders and not be doing retakes and let stutters be a part of theater and TV. However, if you want to know how to fake stutter, hit me up.
Jenna Ushkowitz. For when they do the reboot.
Yeah,
and you inevitably play Tina again.
Like, hit me up.
All right. What else do you have about?
She wins them over like a true slut. I think this is the montage.
This is the montage. So we get a montage after Will says, he's like, the kids don't really like you. You're not relating to them. I need you to do more to relate to them. So she does the only way she knows how, and she teaches them how to steal,
lie, cheat,
yeah, all the
bad things,
all the things.
And I said, she wins them over like a true slut.
What does she do? Because what are the actual crimes she commits? Because she fully sleeps with, or it's implied that we don't know what she does.
She's frisky.
She's frisky with some underage students. Well, later she kisses Puck right on the mouth.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there on the mouth.
Right there.
But she's
a student too.
Yeah, but it's still illegal.
She's a student. Wait, is he 18 at this point?
I don't think so. Because at this point they're all like
illegal. Don't do that.
Yeah, they're all sophomores and freshmen, I think, at this point. But I know because all of these people actually were 18, that montage was so fun to shoot. And Kristen Chenoweth had so much fun with that. That they were just fucking around.
Oh, absolutely. I love when she's like, I got out a whole birthday cake with the, like...
Candle's still lit.
Candle's still lit. Kurt is drunk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Bambi. And he throws up on Emma. Yeah. My favorite thing, too, is after... She's like, I just got back from a decontamination shower. I think they call it the full set. And she's like, I don't know who would. He's like, I know he didn't get it himself because he looked like what does he say exactly?
An 11-year-old milkmaid.
Which is true.
Yeah.
He looks like
an 11-year-old milkmaid. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. It's just so good.
I'd fuck her in a second bedroom, Ice.
Oh, you did talk about Emma.
Yeah, there was a moment I was like, she's mine.
Yeah, she's got some eyes on her. The next couple I have are kind of stupid, but I wrote Sandy's also my fave because I actually don't know what the context is.
Okay, I don't either. I put bathroom scene Casey is ridiculous.
Oh,
and that's with the music you were talking about.
Yes.
Oh, and then I put I would not be okay being back in high school. Mostly because I'd be the same way Kristen Chenoweth is in this. And I'm like, oh God, I can't, that's so embarrassing. I can't do it. Because I would become a child in like less than a day. I'd be like, I'm back!
Right. Like pushing down people and for the spotlight.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, oh God.
No, it's not a good look for April
really
Rhodes.
Not. No, it's not. And then she's like, oh honey, I'm never leaving. And you're like, Oh,
Yeah.
you need to let go.
Yeah, now you know she's like kind of a villain now.
Yeah, you're like,
like
you
she's
need-
getting her villain arc.
Yeah, like you need to let go. You need to leave. You're old.
Yeah, that's so funny though.
And like I don't want anyone, it'd just be embarrassing to be like, oh, I'm old.
Right. A geriatric millennial, if you will.
I am.
That's what I was editing today and I found a bunch of, you were talking about geriatric millennial a lot.
Because I am one.
I know. But that's okay. The next thing I have is Rachel says, you could join the musical. And I hate when fucking TV shows do that. Because they're like, a lot of TV shows talk about musicals and they're like, oh my god, my son joined the musical like halfway into the process. Like, that's not how it fucking works.
No.
What happened to the people who auditioned?
Right.
Where is Finn Hudson singing his Celine Dion song? You know? Like, we needed that. We needed him to sing All By Myself. Or something crazy.
Okay.
You gotta prove your worth.
Yes, absolutely.
So that annoys me. So
It
I'm just gonna
annoys me
say
as well. I will jump in on that too. What did I put? Duet, cute, kissing, bowling. Is that too far? Kissing, bowling. Oh, they went bowling and kissed.
They did go bowling and they did kiss.
And he's a trash bag human still.
Yes, he at this point thinks his girlfriend is pregnant.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, he's doing this for her because he
Right.
wants Rachel to come back the way he can get a scholarship, the way he can go to college and
Yes.
support his family. So, scumbag, yes. Heart of gold, one could argue.
Well, I just think I think it's just to me, like, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Oh god.
Poor Rachel. Like,
Oh right, yeah, no, it sucks.
I'm so mad at Leah Michelle, but poor Rachel.
Yeah,
Like, oh.
I know this is fully a separating this whole podcast we'll be talking about these as characters, not people. We will
Yes.
differentiate when we're talking about the people versus
Yes.
the character, because the characters are what this podcast is focusing on.
Yeah, and I love her so much in this moment because she's feeling her feels and she's being absolutely lured, and it's not fair, and I'm sad for her.
I agree.
And that's why I think I know his motives aren't trash,
Right.
but it's trash to do that to any human being. I don't know.
I agree. Oh my god, for sure. No, we get glimpses of his the intention is there, but the execution is so poor.
Yeah.
And that's like constantly going to be Finn. Is like he's going to do something where you're like, what the hell is the matter with you?
Right.
But like you get it. I guess like that's Terry too. Is that the intention? No, Terry's just fucked. I can't defend Terry, and especially now.
Yep, we have to keep going with her. I'm curious to figure out everything.
Yeah, we don't really get a lot of. She's on the back burner in this episode
Yeah,
a little
she sure
bit.
is.
Which is fine. We will definitely get more info though. I mean, we got to see how that turns out.
Right.
Because at some point, someone's got to have a baby. You know.
That's right. Oh God. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote this down because I was watching this while under the influence. April and Will sing Alone. It's great. It's a great rendition of Alone.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote down, why are concerts fun? Because in a way, why would that be, like, they're sitting and playing bingo and they just hijack and start singing. Why is it fun to watch someone else sing? Like, I think it's fun, but why? In a weird way, why would that be a fun experience for anyone? Just someone singing at you. You know, like some people pay good money to go to a concert and just like watch them sing on stage. Why is that a fun thing we do? I get why it's fun, but why?
All right, so let's break it down. Break it down now.
You know what I mean?
Well, okay, so for me, the difference between, like, for the most part, I didn't go to concerts for a long time because I was like, I could get the same thing when I put the CD. You're welcome, y'all. CD.
We talked about CDs in the last one too.
Did we really? God, I'm so old. But like when I put the CD in the, and I just hit play. Fine. when I hit play, like I could just get the same, or if I could watch a YouTube video of the concert, like what is it about being live
that does it?
that does it? But I think having been live to things, you just have this connection that the artist like.
Oh, right.
But I don't know.
You know, like in a way that should not be a fun experience for anyone.
I don't know. It's human connection. That's always fun.
Yeah, I guess. Last Name goes really hard. It's a great song. Karaoke song of mine.
Okay. I don't remember it.
The one where she's like performing for the people. That's a horrible description. It's like the country song where it's just like, last night I got served a little bit too much.
Drunk pink cowgirl?
Yep.
Why are parents okay with this?
Yeah, I mean, she's like groping them.
Yep. Why are parents okay
Yeah.
with an old woman back in Glee Club singing a dirty song, touching the children?
It's also a contingency error because I thought everyone hated Glee Club. How do they have a full auditorium when everyone hates Glee Club? It doesn't make any sense.
And why are the parents okay? I'm not done.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think that goes more with the Acapellas episode that we talked about. Like, how are these parents okay with this?
But they're kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, up there with a woman who is in her 30s taking the lead and groping the children.
About a song, and the song is about getting too fucked up that you get married in Vegas and don't remember your own name.
Right. That's what I'm saying. How are the parents okay?
I don't know, but
my mom would be like, I have a question. School district, may I speak?
May I speak? And Fagan just said no.
Yeah.
You cannot.
And then I put, well, that was a peaceful goodbye for Casey.
Yeah, she just walks out. They play a little send-off of maybe this time and call it a night. They kind of hint, and I was wondering about this. Do you think they were, because she says something about Kansas City.
Yeah.
Do you think they were like hinting at maybe getting April Rhodes a spin-off story? Because that would have ate.
I would have watched Kristen Chenoweth as April Rhodes in Kansas City.
As just like a boozy alcoholic, like trying to make it big.
Right.
In Kansas City. That's so funny.
That would have been really good.
Where
in Kansas City, come on.
I know, that's just perfect.
Casey and Casey.
Well, we would have yeah, but that would have been great. That would have been a great little promo.
Yeah. Casey
Wow.
hits Casey.
That would have been great. We have a lot of great content for Ryan Murphy that he missed out on.
And then I put here, Rachel has a costume. Rachel has a costume?
And costume is pushing it. They're wearing blue tops and jeans.
I know, but she still has one.
Right. I mean, she could have...
I guess she would have fit into Casey's.
Probably. I mean, she could have thrown on a... But yeah, I agree.
And do you know how I ended my notes?
How?
Go Mercedes!
Oh, yeah. Well, Somebody to Love eats. Somebody to Love is so good. Find me somebody to love. Find me. Like, that's just such a good song. And then I actually prefer the Glee cast cover of this version.
I guess I do too, because I don't care.
By Queen? You know the original? Somebody to Love?
Yeah, guys, just so you're all aware again, musicals. That was it.
Okay.
Growing up. And then...
yeah, I guess that makes sense. So do we want to add are there any standouts that make the cut of the official M-Tag?
We actually did not talk about, oddly enough.
Maybe this time.
Why didn't we do that?
I don't know. We kind of skipped over it.
Were we so obsessed with it that we didn't write anything down about it? And then
Probably. Because it just is so obvious that, like, you just are in awe of Kristen Chenoweth being incredible, and maybe this time. Because I seriously was, like, fully, like, gobsmacked. Because I would just, like, the emotion.
I think
she's just so good.
I think what the show did, which was really important... Here we go. Ready acting.
It breaks the schema of...
Fuck you. No, I think what it does really well is given circumstances. We talk about it in acting and as an acting teacher alive. Like, what are your given circumstances? What are you fighting for? What's your objective?
Right.
I think they took this particular song out of Cabaret and it was put in... they're going to do this a million other times too. in the given circumstances of this world.
Yeah.
Completely different given circumstances. So now we have a wash up. Well, we had a wash. Okay, but now we have a wash up Glee.
It means something different to both of the characters.
It does.
Yes.
Both of them. And what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what this does is it also gives people and teachers a really good chance to explore when you truly are living in those circumstances. Those songs hit in a different way, and we see it hit in a different way, and we connect in a different way. If we just had Kristen Chenoweth singing maybe this time, and you don't know her little April Rhodes story, are we going to be that obsessed?
Yeah, probably not. You're right.
It's those given circumstances that like hook people in and have that connection. So I was just extremely pleased that, and it's happening. I mean, that's what this show is all about, is they're giving new life to these songs and is giving new given circumstances to these songs so that we're connecting to them because we're connected to these characters. So I think that, we're maybe this time from Cabaret in its original given circumstances is beautiful and really artful to watch, but not a lot of people in the modern world are that obsessed with Cabaret if you're not a musical theater person.
Right.
I know. Take a deep breath, everybody. We know you are. We know you love Cabaret.
Put the pitchforks down.
Yeah.
We like Cabaret.
We love it. But like the modern person who's not a musical theater like guru, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But when they're watching this, all of a sudden that song makes sense. All of a sudden that song has meaning. All of a sudden they're going to listen to that song. So it gives it new life.
Yeah.
And it modernizes it for us. So giving it to a tiny, feisty, cartoony blonde.
Yeah.
When this song has depth and meaning.
Yeah.
And she also, I mean, they're showing off Kristen Chenoweth's really awesome versatility, which was why she became who she became, is she has this Broadway sound, and then she has and she can just hit the operatic notes.
Yeah.
No,
for sure.
Like any other opera singer. So she has this really crazy skill set that she's blended together, and now she had just done, Wicked. And now they're like, and she had just done she had recently done, Your Good Man Charlie Brown, Lippa.
Right.
She was Sally Brown, right?
Ironic, Sally.
Sally. And they're taking her really cool niche in Broadway history, and they're just capitalizing on it, and they're giving
in the best way fucking possible. Yes,
because they're giving a sultry song to this woman whose sultry isn't always there.
Right.
And it just... it adds
incredible.
Like butter. I don't know. It's like
just so good. It's a fantastic character. Kristen Chenoweth is amazing. We are
April Rhodes.
Rhodes Not Taken.
The Rhodes Not Taken
is the episode. That's a perfect little circle back to the beginning. Yeah. This is a Kristen Chenoweth Stan account. We love her.
Yep.
Kristen, if you're listening, we love you.
We love you so much.
Yeah, that's the Rhodes Not Taken. I don't know what the next episode is. I'm going to be honest. I think it's called...
something.
It's something. Oh! Vitamin D. And that's going to be just... you don't know what that means quite yet, but it's going to be a great episode.
As long as it's not vitamin C.
What's wrong with vitamin C?
Do you remember that song that they always use at graduations?
Am I going to get punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Like the punked, like
vitamin C. As we go on, we'll remember.
Oh, okay. Is that that's the song? No, they're not gonna sing that. I think I can safely say in the entirety of Glee, they will not sing Vitamin C.
Vitamin C graduation.
Oh, that's funny. No, I have no idea what we're talking about.
It's not that. Okay, I'm sorry. So Vitamin D.
Vitamin D, and that is the next episode. This is our I don't know. We don't really have a sign off still. But this is the 5th episode. We love you all.
We hope that if you're not Gleeks, that you're becoming Gleeks.
Oh yeah, we should have you say you're a Gleek.
I am still one.
Yep, we are.
I am a Gleek!
We love it. All right. Goodbye, everyone. We love you all.
Bye.